Hey everyone, this is Nitro. In this video, I am going to be doing the 4th challenge battle of the Yu Yu Hakusho event, the Young Yu Yu Saga event, which is called Fearsome 4. It's a level 65 battle, and in truth, I'm doing this more for the 400,000 gold than for the 60 challenge points and 30 Trinity crystals. I mean, it's always nice to get more of these other items, but what I'm desperate for really is the gold. So, let's begin. Alright, so as always, I'll go over the battle before I begin the fight, and I should also mention that in the video description will be a link to when I start combat. So I'm going to explain how this battle works first before I begin. So first of all, Kurama, Hiei, and Yusuke all have an effect where if their hit point falls below 50%, they change to their, I don't know, superpower form, if you will, right? For Yusuke, what it does is his damage dealt is increased by 30%, damage received is reduced by 30%, and his range is increased by 1. Okay. Hiei is the worst. His form allows him to take 2 actions per turn. So he attacks, then he can attack again. And before battle, you know, all enemy stats except for hit points are decreased by 15% for 1 turn, and it can be stacked, cannot be dispelled, ignores immunity. Okay. Also, I should also mention that Kurama, Hiei, and Yusuke, with their final form, they also have a passive, the Fearsome 4, where when an ally dies, they immediately trigger that talent effect of changing forms. Okay. So, and then finally, Kurama's form is that when he's below 50% hit points, his int is increased by 100%. It's doubled. And other than that though, when there are 4 or more enemies inside the Rose Whip Thorn Wheel, you cannot take action. So, and the Rose Whip Thorn Wheel is that if your characters are within 2 blocks of Kurama. So in other words, if you position your characters within 2 blocks of Kurama, he doesn't get to act. He can't attack you. So, given the 3 skills of these characters, what you really want to do is weaken Kurama so that the sorceresses are dead, so that they don't add damage, right? Kill off Hiei so he can't attack you twice every turn, right? So that his talent never triggers. Then probably wipe out Yusuke Kuwabara, who is the weakest character amongst this group, but you'll want to get rid of him just so that you're facing against Yusuke solo at the very end. Right. Kazuma, not too much to say. I mean, he does revive once based on the health first passive, and I guess he's a tank and he can heal with a few attack skills like Dimensional Slice and Sword Dance. So that's why you want to kill him off. Alright, so in other words, kill order is Hiei, then Kurama, then Kazuma, then Yusuke. One last thing I should mention that I didn't talk about is Kurama. If you're within 2 blocks of him, you will take fixed damage equals to 1.5 times his intelligence, and this fixed damage ignores immunity. Right. So once again, once Hiei is dead, both Yusuke and Kurama will reach their superpower form, but it's easy to kill off Kurama because he can't act. As long as, and then you just want to bait away Yusuke and Kazuma with a character. Lots of characters can bait them away. It can be Varna, it can be a teleporter like Hein or Iris or Jessica. It can also be Luna. You know, someone that has, as long as you have someone that with high mobility, you can bait them away. I'm going to personally use Luna with Wind Spiral and Queen's Ascension so that she can buff up my other characters. So, other than that, I'm going to bring Liana and Tiaris because they're just, they really form the staple of every endgame party if you have them at 6 stars, right? I'll have Liana with Act Again, Heal, and Prayer. I'll have Tiaris bring Heal, Mass Heal, and Attack Blessing. Okay. And then the last 2 characters for me, I'm going to make them Bozel and Lana. And with that, my party setup is complete. So at this point, Luna will faction buff up. Actually, Lana, Tiaris, and Liana. Right? So, and then the main reason I'm bringing Bozel in truth is because he has the ability Dark Reaper, which can damage the enemy while staying healthy. So, Dark Reaper will keep him healthy so that he's at full hit points before he takes the fixed damage from Kurama, for example. So, and then Leon, nothing needs to be said about him. But you can choose to replace Bozel with a lot of other characters, you know, as long as the character can really just kind of attack and heal. For example, Rachel is a very viable choice. Of course, to use Rachel, you need to faction buff her up somehow. You know, Elwyn is very viable here as well, you know, as a damage dealer and then self-heal. So there are lots of options for this last character slot, but I'll use Bozel. Okay, so with all that said, let's begin the battle. Here we go. I'm just gonna turn on the danger zone. And initially, so the secret to this battle is really what you do on the first turn with your bait character. In my case, it's Luna. So it's where he positions, or sorry, where she positions, will determine where the other characters place themselves, Yusuke, Kazuma, and Hiei. And actually, the best position for Luna is where she's standing at the start. So I'm just gonna have her end her turn here. And faction buff. Other than that, I'm going to choose to have Lana, Heaven Sanction, Kazuma, to weaken him. So that way the sorceresses don't get to do full damage, right? Because if they're not at 100 hit points, they don't get to get the extra damage buff or attack buff. So other than that, I'm just going to position my characters where they can get buffed by Tiaris. Like so. And I'm going to change up Lana's faction buff simply because I prefer having the dark buff over the Luna buff, which does nothing here. And then let's end Lana's turn and have Tiaris attack blessing and healing light of 1. So Lana will trade ranged attacks against Kurama, wiping out a lot of those sorceresses. So because of where Luna was positioned, it lines them up in this method with Yusuke pretty far back. So that way, I can now try to draw Hiei forward, is what I'm hoping for. Right? Now keep in mind Hiei has this AoE attack that's 3 range with 4 span. Okay, so if I can draw him forward, that would be perfect. Alright, so for the second turn, I need to continue to draw Hiei, Kazuma, and Yusuke with Luna. So I'm just gonna have her come up for now and continue to keep their attention. Other than that, I'm going to weaken Kurama a bit more. So for example, if I have Leon assault Kurama to weaken him, and then I'm going to have Lana weaken him some more. Now, keep in mind that you can't knock them below 50% hit points, but you can kind of calculate this out. He has 120,000 hit points, plus let's say 20,000, so that's 140,000 hit points in total. Divided by 2, that's around 70,000 hit points that he has to be above. So let's have Lana do a free range attack. And there we go. So that way, Kurama remains above 70,000 hit points, and I can't weaken him any further until I'm about to kill him. So other than that though, I'm done this turn. So he will come up and attack my Leon, and Leon has no counter attack. And these 3 continue to move forward. So now I want to draw Hiei to me while keeping Yusuke and Kazuma away. And the easiest way of doing that is to Wind Spiral north. So I'm going to Wind Spiral with Luna to go to the far right. That will draw Yusuke and Kazuma away. As for Hiei, I want to pull him to me, which means I need I need to be within his AoE attack range, right? So that's a 3 range with 4 AoE radius. So if I can place a character, let's say where Liana is. So let's just figure out where to place my character to draw out that AoE. So probably where Liana is standing will be good. And then everyone else can just wait some more. So it does have the 4 AoE blast radius. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, I think. If I'm counting this correctly. So if I just place my characters like so, should be fine. And I'll just mass heal, just in case. Perfect. So there we go. So Hiei comes up, the other 2 retreat back, and now you're solid. So these first 3 turns, or those first 3 turns is what really determines how this battle goes. If you move your bait character right, you're fine. If you don't, then you could be in a bit of trouble. In any case though, let's mass heal here now to heal everybody up first. And this turn is going to be focusing on weakening Hiei. So let's have Leon, Chivalry up, and attack. I'm not going to use the assault yet. I'll wait till next turn. So this is a turn where I'm just weakening. Hiei. And then finally, let's have attack blessing be applied on someone. Lana, I guess. And Luna is going to run south some more and faction buff up. Alright. So Luna continues to run. And over here, it's time to kill off Hiei. So, the first step is probably going to have Leon attack and so on. I'm going to kill off Hiei this turn, and he's going to trigger his superpower form, if you will. So what I need to do then is I need to have 4 characters in Kurama's range so that he doesn't get to move. So there's those 2 aspects to this turn. Alright, so I'm going to mass heal here. Get my attacking characters up to full health. And then I'm going to have Leon wrap around and assault Hiei, triggering his combat form. Lana is going to Dark Reaper Hiei. Bozel should be able to finish off Hiei with a fireball. Okay, so they go into their superpower form And then I'm going to... might as well act again. Leon for another attack. And just retreat. So there's 4 characters in his range, and plus he's fine. Luna should have died there. Alright, so now I have to finish off Kurama. So let's start with Lana, tossing out another Dark Reaper. Then I'm going to have Leon, melee attack. Oh, and there we go. Just in case, I also had actions from my other characters, so there was a chance of making that work out. In any case, so at this point, let's have Liana self-heal and talent heal Lana. I might as well draw Yusuke to me. Right. Bozel can faction buff. And then Tiaris can just heal up. Alright, so interestingly enough, I got a debuff from Yusuke that reduces my range by 2, and it can't be dispelled. So I can't actually attack. So I'm going to have to simply wait it out. So let's have Leon in this turn. Right, I guess I'll have everyone just shift up a bit. Because they can't do anything. Although I might as well attack Blessing Leon. There we go. So Leon can chivalry, attack, and retreat at least. Can Lana attack? No. But she could have been sanctioned, which is better than nothing. Bozel similarly can't attack. Might as well have Liana act again my Leon to strike Kuwabara. And then Tiaris can just heal like this group. Alright. So Kuwabara takes physical attacks. So I'm gonna have Leon strike. and retreat. And Tiaris can just heal up.
Huh?
See, he does have Sword Dance or Dimensional Strike, so I think I'm going to want to take that Sword Dance. So let's Fireball him. And I might as well pray her up here. Right, there's the Sword Dance. There's that AoE attack once again. Reducing my attack range to 0 once more.
Huh?
Alright. So this final part is a little bit of a hassle. A bit more annoying than I expected it to be, in truth. But once I crush Kuwabara, I won't have any worries about Yusuke. So here we go.
Huh?
Alright, and then now Bozel gets stunned. So now I just need to finish off Kazuma, and then it's just Yusuke.
は
了解。
ご命令を。もう私の番？はい。はい。
準備完了です。
はい。もう私の番？聞いてきた。ご命令を。
何をしてるのか分かっているのか。
ご命令を。人、思考、そしてターゲットは？
Okay.
もう私の番？できたー。
準備完了です。さあ決着をつけよう。準備完了です。
ターゲットは？ご命令を。これが私の信じる心です。
了解。
何をしてるのか分かっているのか。絶望せよ。先手必勝。
準備完了です。
何をしてるのか分かっている。
了解。
は
そうだ。まだ終わらないよ。ご命令を。
あ、何をしてるのか分かっているのか。
ご命令を。
準備完了です。
Wow.
何をしてるのか分かっている。
はい。人、思考、そして
準備完了です。
は
もう私の番？聞いてきたー。
了解。
は
準備完了です。
ご命令を。ターゲットは？ご命令を。今です。はい。
準備完了です。
ご命令を。これが私の信じる心です。もう私。
何をしてるのか分かっているのか。
もう私の番？ご命令を。
準備完了です。無駄な抵抗はするな。
Nearly done.
了解。
これが私の信じる心です。
了解。
There we go. So there you have it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Nitro out.